Bad relationships make you give up on love.
Oh God.
Lie to your face, now ain't nobody you can trust.
Oh God.
I still be going through shit that's fucking with my mental.
Oh God.
I miss the days when everything used to be simple.
Oh God.
All right, y'all, what's up? So I am back again with another addition to this series, which is called Conversations, where I have conversations with my friends, fans, family, and people who I really value and trust. And we're going to talk about different songs from my new album, Note to Self. Today, specifically, I have with me, drum roll, my best friend, Labrea. And I want to thank you so much for joining me and talking about today's song, which is On God. So, Labrea, introduce yourself. Let them know your Instagram and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Queen Bree here.
Okay.
My Instagram, Queen Bree with 3 E's on the Bree _. Pretty much I just cook, known Devontae for over 5 years now.
5 years.
Both worked in the medical field, and now look, we just not there no more. We let it go.
Right, we let it go. Yeah. And she is from the DMV just like me, so salute to the DMV. Y'all already know. Okay, so today we are talking about, like I said, my new album, Note to Self, which is out now on all platforms. The song On God, there's an interlude actually that goes before On God, and she happens to be on it. And it's funny because a lot of people usually don't talk about interludes that much. They usually talk about, the songs that's the most turn up songs or the most lyrical songs. A lot of people have been reaching out saying, who the fuck is that girl on that voicemail? Like, they're like, who is that with that? And everybody knows. They're like, with that Baltimore accent.
Had to let it out there.
Yo, that shit was hilarious. Even when you sent it back to me, I was like, this shit is hilarious as fuck.
Cause on period, you're not ready.
Like, pick up this phone,
and that's on period. Like,
right. So the song On God talks about. Well, actually, before I get into that, you've heard the album. What do you think about the album?
I mean, me personally, I think each song gives like a different message. Like. Mm-hmm. For me, like the social media song, with the times that we going through right now, for this pandemic, everything as far as Black Lives Matter, each and everything that has to do with even with the LGBT crew. When it comes to social media, it's everybody make a platform,
right?
But with making a platform, it's you have to think about receiving the negativity. But what you gonna do with that negativity? You gonna ignore it, or you gonna let it build you up?
Right.
Or you just not gonna pay attention to it. So it's social media just became a big thing to the world. So it's that song with the whole album, that was one of the ones that kind of stood out for me.
Thank you. So in specific, On God is a song that basically talks about relationships that we have with many people. I think from first listen, you probably would assume that I'm just talking about relationships as far as dating and stuff like that, but it's actually talking about relationships with anybody that you could possibly think of, your family, friends, whoever. In the song, I say, bad relationships make you give up on love, lie to your face, now ain't nobody you can trust. I still be going through shit that's fucking with my mental. I miss the days when everything used to be simple. So just with that line, I miss the days when everything used to be simple. Tell us about, your history with, relationships with people and how it is now versus how it used to be.
Me personally, for how it used to be, if you know me, I used to be a party girl.
Turn it up.
I used to go out every weekend. I wouldn't say I didn't have no morals, but more so I was just living life. Pretty much using my money for my bills and then extra just going out, instead of saving.
Right.
Now, it's once you find a certain group of people or you just find yourself, it's you find more value to your life. For me, back then I had a ton of friends I can call and be like, hey, let's go out. Now, I done sacrificed so much to be where I am today. moving from state to state.
Mm-hmm.
Basically giving up everything for real. Like, you know, just making sacrifices to pretty much get where I am today. And I can count on one hand, how many people I can call, you know, so it's like how many people I could call, but it's like I like it simple this way
Right.
than what it was simple that way, because it's like, you know, I feel like I've grown.
A
I've
lot.
grown into like a more mature person, a person who has values, a person who has goals, and I'm actually working to get to that top goal. So it's like
Right.
I like my future and my current better than
Mm-hmm.
I like my past.
Right. Because I mean, like I was saying, with it being simple, like back in the day, I honestly feel like there wasn't as much chaos as it is right now. You know, like you were saying with social media and people feeling like they like own you in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, you might be on Instagram or you might be on something posting a status or you might be whatever somewhere doing something. Somebody might call you and they be like, "Oh, but you on Instagram, but you can't pick up that motherfucking phone." Like
Mm-hmm.
I honestly feel like a lot of people, you know, things were a lot simple when we weren't so exposed to everything and
Yeah,
everybody, and
it's like
people
your
feeling like,
peace was more protected.
yeah,
So it's like now I just feel like it's like you got to make certain sacrifices just to get that same peace, like,
right.
and
And
still
then
be able to live your life.
yeah, and then also, have you had a like a situation where you felt like you were friends with somebody because you worked with them or because you met them through somebody and you were like, oh, this is my friend, but then you realize this isn't my friend. This is just
Yeah,
my
I
coworker. This
have
is just
actually.
my somebody
Yeah,
that I know through this person.
yeah, I have.
You've experienced that before?
Yeah, I have. I've
Yeah, you
worked
know,
with
we both
someone
experienced
and
it. It's people from our last job that we worked together. I mean, that I
yeah,
was just like, yeah, this is my friend. You know, we go out to the bar and we hang out, but then you get on Facebook and you see they like Trump supporters. No, you're not my friend. We can't be friends if you a Trump
if
supporter.
we don't believe in the same thing, it's
No,
like,
no.
yeah, it's
We
like
I
I
can say
said,
hi to you.
you go from here to here and then here.
Right.
It's like, you know, you just don't, you just don't involve yourself no more.
No,
Like,
no, no. And I have three questions here that I'm going to ask throughout this. So the first question I have, do you automatically trust or does someone have to gain your trust? Because you know in the song I talk about trust. So
so it's two different ways to answer that question.
right.
Like, okay, so if I meet somebody, like, all right, so you have my genuine trust. I don't
Right.
fully trust you because I don't know you,
Right.
but you have to actually give me a reason to not fully even trust you, to like, you know, not even look your way type trust you,
Right.
or should even believe in you, trust you. Like,
Right.
but as a person, like, yeah, you know, you do have to gain my trust in order for me to even believe that
Right.
I can trust you as a person.
Yeah. Like that's definitely important. Like I'm going to give you the respect and not just assume that you're going to do something crazy to me. But in the back of my mind, I'm going to say, I don't really know this person, so I'm not going to trust them with my credit card, or I'm not going to trust them with,
Exactly.
you know, this
Yeah, like you
information, or I'm
have to
not going to say
gain
too
that
much.
type of trust from me, and it ain't gonna be overnight.
Right, right, right. And you know, just like I was saying in the song, like in the bridge, I was like, what did I say? You need some friends that's gonna pray for you. You need some kind of love that's gonna be there all day for you. You
Yeah,
gotta separate the real from the fake with your friends to your family and everyone you date. Shit, like all of that. Your friends, your family, like even those people, you gotta be
yeah,
careful
they
who you
gotta gain
trust.
your trust. Like, you know,
Right.
they say sometimes your family could be your worst enemy.
Because they know the most about you
Exactly, and they'll
and they can
be
use that shit
willing to
against you.
do anything to get where you at. Like,
Right.
knowing that they can have certain access. It's like, you know,
Exactly.
they use their access to get close to you and then cross you, and that just, you know.
Yo, I've dealt with that before. And I think that kind of goes into the next question. How do you deal with disloyal family? Because you know, they're gonna show up to the cookout, they're gonna show up to the event, you know, their cousins and friends, and like
You
how do
know
you
that
deal with
meme? You know that meme that be like, I walk into a room full of people that I know and only speak to the people that I like.
yo for real?
Yeah,
Like
it's
New York, where she was like, hello, good morning, good morning, good morning, good
hello,
morning to you. You
hello,
can show.
hello, good morning,
Good
good
morning.
morning, and don't even
What
look the
about
other way.
me?
Yeah, it's definitely like that. Cause I mean, and then it all depends on how you lost that loyalty with me.
Right.
Like, if you lost that loyalty, and it's been that enough time for me to just forgive you as a person, but still not looking your way or don't trust you, or like I forgive you, but I still don't trust you. I'll speak, but that's it. It ain't no conversation.
So if something were to happen between you and a friend or between you and a family member, do you usually say, hey, look, this is what the fuck you did? Or do you usually say, okay, this bitch did too much, I'm cutting her off, and you just don't say nothing, you block, delete, don't, how do you handle it?
So normally I do just block it. I do just block people. Like, I do. Like, but the thing is, it's like before it get to that point, I give you chances.
Right.
Like, if you are that close to me or whatever, like, I give you 2 chances. I don't do 3. I give you 2. Because if I gotta say it more than once, that means that you're not listening.
Clearly. And
So
don't give a fuck.
why should I have to give you 3 times? 3 times not a charm for me.
It's not.
It don't work that way. So it's like, if I let you know, because I am the type, I let you know before I just cut you off.
Right.
I let you know how I feel. If I don't see a change, I even give you a couple weeks, a month. If I don't see a change, it's gonna block you, and you'll figure it out. If you don't,
that's on you. That's on you if you don't figure it out. Because people will sit up here and post shit on social media. They'll say shit about you, talk shit about you, and it's like, I mean, you can just call me and say that. Like, I gave you a chance to reach out. I gave you a chance to say your side of it. So you still talking shit. I was
grown enough to come to you about how I felt. You came to grown up.
Right.
To me how you feel like.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like for me to even just not even feed into the negativity, because if I see it, I just might say something. So I'd rather not even do all of that, because like I said, I've grown. Like, so I just block people and keep it moving.
Right. So do you believe in, second chances? Second chances after you have said it to them, like, okay, hey, look, you disrespected me by, trying to hit on my boyfriend, or you disrespected me by. So you don't believe in, I guess like you said, it depends on what it is.
Yeah, it depends. Because I've actually had that happen. In my face.
I need to hear about that. Okay.
I mean, I had a little get together, and the person who it was, like, she wasn't my personal friend, but she knew who I was, and she knew what it was.
Right.
And some people say when the drinks get in, you did it. I don't care about none of that. If you know that's how you is, don't show up.
Right.
And I made that clear. So it was like, it happened. I nipped it in the bud. She never seen me again.
Damn. I guess that's the part when the thing was said, lie to your face. Now ain't nobody you can trust. I guess that goes with that. Damn.
Yeah, it's like, even though I know, he ain't gonna flip back. Not in my face.
Right.
So it's like, on top, it's you that's disrespecting me. So I have to deal with you accordingly. Like,
Have you ever set somebody up to kind of see what their intentions were, or what their like friendship level was with you, or like, well, let me see if this dude would try to do this, or let me see if this girl would do this if I.
No.
Really?
I just keep my eyes open.
I'm a big person on testing people.
I mean, for me, my test to me is really just keeping my eyes open. Like, if I bring you around and I see something, like, it wasn't me testing you, it was you testing me at that point.
You were revealing yourself.
Yeah, like, so I just keep my eyes open for certain stuff. And that's actually how that situation happened. Like, I had my eyes open. And I can see, like, I read between the lines. Like, I'm not stupid. So,
right.
I don't particularly, like, test people, though.
Yeah. So also in the song, I say, I still be going through shit that's fucking with my mental. Have you been in a situation where you accepted somebody back, you took them back, it's like, okay, all right, I'm good, but you still mentally like, this nigga or this girl might
Mm-hmm.
fuck me over again, but I'm trying to give them another chance. Like, how do you deal with, because I've been in relationships before and I've taken people back after they've cheated once, twice, three times. And I'm in the relationship sitting thinking like, damn, I'm really putting myself at risk to possibly get heartbroken, lied to, cheated on all over again. So how do you deal with being in that mind space of, I don't trust this motherfucker, but I accepted to get back with you? How do you deal with that?
Yeah, see, true story. You know,
Oh shit. Oh shit.
like, you know, it's definitely like that, like with my first.
Mm-hmm.
Like that situation, I told you about that situation, I
Mm-hmm.
believe.
You told me.
But you know, long story short, he crossed me twice.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, till this day, we still got like a connection, sort of, kind of.
Did you
But
build a friendship with them before? Because a lot of people don't build friendships with partners or, you know, people that they meet. They actually just dive straight into doing stuff with them.
well, no. See, we met at my senior prom.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a
Sound weird.
romantic way of meeting
That sounds weird.
somebody.
But see, the thing is that we was friends first
Right.
because he older than me. So,
Right.
you know, although I was graduating, he had already graduated.
Right.
So
right.
it was like, you know, I was taking my time and
Right.
let him know, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we taking our time here because this is, you know, new to me. I wasn't into, you know, older guys. That was the
Mm-hmm.
first one. Wasn't that older. He was just 3 years older, but yeah, but it's like, you know, throughout the time that we spent together, we ended up in a relationship after like 2 months. And, you know, it was within what, like 6 months to a year when he first crossed me, you know.
Damn.
Lost complete trust, cut him all the way off. It took for him to go through somebody else to get to me.
Damn.
And, you know, when I forgave him that time, I didn't. I let him know offhand. I let him know if I don't trust you. You're gonna have to gain that back.
Right.
You know, worked his way or whatever.
And a lot of people, even when you say I don't trust you or whatever, and when you get to a point where you like, what you doing, or you checking the phone, you're like, can you please stop, or why are you doing this? Because I don't fucking trust you. And if you want me to be with you, like I want to honestly be with you and give you another chance, you should be able to say, okay, well, I did fuck up. So if he or she is trying to, you know, check my phone and shit like that, then I'm gonna let it be for a little bit. Now, I will say, if it goes on for like 3 or 4 or 5 years and you still doing it, I don't know, that shit might drive you crazy. I think you should just let it go. If you still that, like, in the back of your mind, you just know, but I wouldn't be so upfront. Like, let me see your phone.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like, we never made it back to a relationship at all. Like, you know.
So it's kind of like open.
Huh?
It's kind of like an open situation. Like you were still seeing each other, but you weren't obligated to be with them.
We was friends.
Okay.
And I made that clear, like that we was friends until I can trust you to a different level.
Right.
We was friends, but even as friends, like if you're trying to gain my trust, you're going to not do the same thing, and the same thing got done, and you got cut.
Because you still hold them to that same level of like, I need you to respect me like this, even if we friends or if we not friends.
Yeah.
Or if we
so
just
it's
dating.
like, you know, today is just we literally friends, nothing else. Like that's it. And you know, it's crazy because he asked about a month ago, did he ever make me feel disgusted?
And well, I'm sure you gave this nigga an honest answer.
Oh, of course I did. Told him yeah, and he was hurt about it. But I mean, you asked, so.
I mean, yeah, the fuck.
You asked. I tell you, like I was just, what you thought I was gonna lie to you, like. No.
Right. And then there's sometimes where you can kind of feel and kind of sense when people are about to do something, you know, crazy, because you start to see that they do it to other people. So have you ever, like, let's say for me, well, I won't use me because I don't think I would do that shit. No. But it's because I'm the type of person where I think about other people's feelings before I even think about myself. So if I'm about to do some stupid shit, like, trust me, I'm going to hurt myself before I hurt you, because I consider other people's feelings before. Like, even when I'm driving down the street, I'll let a million cars over that's trying to merge over. And, you know, Marcus is like, can you just go? I'm like, but I'm just trying to let the people. He's like, just go. You can be here all day. So do you feel like if you were to see someone treat somebody really fucked up, would you look at them in a you know, different light and say, okay, well, this person might do that shit to me? Or would you like confront them and say something to them?
Well, that depends on the type of relationship that me and that person have.
Right.
Like, if it's just a friend or whatever, then I know,
I'm
like,
just a friend. Hey, you say I'm just a friend.
but like, yeah, I'm definitely big on treating people right. Like, if I
Right.
see that somebody is not treating somebody right, and I know that person, like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna say something like,
Right. Like, don't do
what's
that
up
shit.
with that or whatever. Like, give me a solid, honest answer. I'm leaving it alone. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But just the fact that I said something, you know, I'm
Unless
gonna
you
say
know.
something. If I don't see a change, I can't be around it.
Right. Because you can't be doing shit to people and not expect me to think that you're not gonna do that to me.
Right. Like, you
Like,
know,
stealing
I
shit from
can't be
people.
around that.
Yeah, like, people just do fucked up shit. I don't understand it.
I can't surround myself with that negativity.
Definitely not. Okay, I have another one. Last question. Have you ever betrayed a friend, and how did y'all make up? If you made up.
I didn't.
You did?
I didn't.
Oh, she keeps shit 100.
I
Okay.
didn't. Like, I'm real big on loyalty, and
Right.
number two, I don't have friends. So like I said, I could count on my hands, and it's been that way since forever.
Right.
Like, even when I said, like, you know, I used to have this many people I can call on, but they wasn't, like, wasn't considered friends.
Right.
Friends only considered I can count on my hands.
Right.
It's always been that way for me.
Yeah, and like, I'm telling you, I have more contacts in my phone. Because on your phone, do you have favorites saved in your phone? Your contacts?
Something like that.
Well, I literally have like a bunch of people in my phone. I barely call anybody. Like, I literally have maybe about 10 people that I call.
Well, I
They
can tell you
speak
that
to
my recents got the same names.
the same names over and over.
Yeah, my recents got the same names.
But I don't think that's a bad thing in a way, because can you imagine 50 people trying to talk to you every day?
It wouldn't work out.
That shit wouldn't work.
Because
I got my mom that calls me every day. My cousin calls me. No, my cousin calls me every day. My sister calls me every day. My two younger cousins who are like 17 and like 15 and 16, we are in like a group chat. So they all night long. And they're so young and so hooked on like the phone. They can literally be sitting right in front of each other and they'll text each other. Can you go get this for me? Can you go start the dryer? I'm like, she's right in front of you. Can you talk, open your mouth? The fuck? But it's only a select few people, and those people call me every day. I couldn't imagine if 50 people or 20 people was calling me and trying to talk to me every day.
Everybody be on the block list.
Nah, that shit wouldn't work. And
everybody be on the block list for me.
Right.
I'm an introvert. Like, I don't. I don't like people. Like, I don't like people.
Damn.
People irritate me. Like, they do too much. They drama. Like, it's a percentage of people that's like me, and I don't like people.
Damn. Well, I agree. And I'm so glad that, you know, we had this chance to talk about this. We talk about shit like this all the time. But for people who, you know, don't really know me and don't really know the songs and shit, I wanted to give them a little deeper insight into the lyrics of the song. Because these songs aren't just songs that I just write from and pull them out my ass. Like, I wrote these songs because this shit that we were talking about happens to me. And I know it happens to a lot of people all around the fucking world. You know, people lying, you know, cheating, all of this shit, relationships with your friends, family, and just random people on the street. It's crazy though, because some people will treat random people on the street better than their own friends.
Mm.
And I don't get that. But I'm glad that we had this conversation. I want to thank you so much for joining and doing this. And we definitely will, keep the conversation going. With the next conversation that I have with the whoever that I decided I'm going to do it with. But thank you so much for joining me. And y'all make sure y'all follow her on Instagram, Queen Bree, with 3 E's at the end and the underscore. Okay, my memory getting better.
Getting there. It's definitely getting there.
Because I can't remember shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
amnesia.
It's bad. But thank you so much for joining us, and y'all make sure y'all go stream my new album, Note to Self. It's on all streaming
please
platforms.
do, because
I'm trying to take this shit to the next level.
a message.
I'm trying to take this shit to the next level. So go stream Note to Self on all streaming, and also stream on God. Shit, go stream it. Bad relationships make you give up on love. Hey, lie to your face, now ain't nobody you can trust. Hey, I still be going through shit that's fucking with my mental. I miss the days when everything used to be simple. I gotta pray and try to get rid of these sins. Hey, I gotta cut some ties and get rid of some friends. Man, ain't shit perfect. I'm just working every day, trying to make it through the storm. Here we coming through the rain. Shit, go check it out right now, all streaming platforms. Love y'all. Love you, Labrea. And we will chat once this is over. So yeah.
And what's wrong? You need some friends that's gonna pray for you. You need that kind of love that's gonna be there all day for you. You gotta separate the real from the fake. With your friends to your family and everyone you date. Shit.